In today's video, I would like to introduce a very nice problem for Germany Mathematical Olympiad edition 1976-77, question number 4. Here is the following setup. We have all real numbers, but x excluded 0 and 1. Okay, so here is the following application. We have f of x plus f of 1 minus 1 over x equals x. The question determine f as a function. Okay, so we have a nice combination with this application, which we have these two terms, f of x plus f of 1 minus 1 over x equals x. Okay, let's go ahead, pause this video, and we'll come back to see the full solution. Okay, now let's get into the solution now. So we have the following application. We have f of x plus f of 1 minus 1 over x equals x. Okay, if we take a look at here, we have this expression is involving two unknown variables, which is f of x and f of 1 minus 1 over x. Okay, now I'm going through the substitution in order to get f of x. Okay, I'm going to insert x with 1 over 1 minus x, like this, x with 1 over 1 minus x. First of all, I'm going to name this equation as equation number 1. So I will have a new expression of f of 1 over 1 minus x plus f of 1 minus 1 over 1 minus x equals 1 over 1 minus x, like this. Okay, so I'm going to simplify this one. We have inverse of 1 over 1 minus x, which is the same as 1 minus x. Okay, so this one will be simplified to 1 minus 1 minus x, like this. Okay, so number 1 will be cancelled out. I will be left with x. I will have a new expression of 1 over 1 minus x plus f of x equals 1 over 1 minus x, like this. Okay, let's name this one as equation number 2. Let's move on to another expression. I'm going to do the same substitution second time by replacing x with 1 over 1 minus x. Okay, I will have f of 1 over 1 minus 1 over 1 minus x, like this, plus f of 1 over 1 minus x equals 1 over 1 minus 1 over 1 minus x, like this. So I'm going to simplify this one. Is giving us 1 over 1 minus x minus 1 over 1 minus x. Okay, by multiplying numerator and denominator by 1 minus x, 1 minus x, I get 1 minus x cancelled out, and number 1 will be cancelled out. I will be left with 1 minus x over minus x, which is same as x minus 1 over x. By separating these two terms, I will get 1 minus 1 over x, like this. Okay, if you take a look carefully, this expression is the same as this expression. That means this one will be simplified to this one, 1 minus 1 over x. So we'll have a third expression of 1 f of 1 minus 1 over x plus f of 1 over 1 minus x equals 1 minus 1 over x. I will have another third expression. I will have a third equation here. Let's name this equation as equation number 3. Now if you take a look carefully, we have the equation number 1 and equation number 3. They have f of 1 minus 1 over x as a common term. So I'm going to get rid of this one by subtracting this equation from this equation. So by doing that, I will have 1 minus 3 is giving us this term gets cancelled out. I will be left with f of x minus f of 1 over 1 minus x equals x minus 1 plus 1 over x. I will be left with a new expression here. Let's call this one as equation number 4. Also, if you take a look carefully at this expression, if you take a look carefully at the equation number 4 and equation number 2, I get f of 1 over 1 minus x as a common term as well. So in order to get rid of this one, just simply I'm going to sum these two equations, 2 and 4. So by putting 2 plus 4, I will get f of x. This term will be cancelled out with the other term because one is positive, the other one is negative. So we'll get f of x plus f of x, which is 2 times f of x, equals 1 over 1 minus x plus 1 over x plus x minus 1. Okay? By dividing both sides by number 2, I will get 1 over 2 here. I will be ended with this expression. X is not equal to 0, and also x is not equals to 1. Because we have this function is not defined as both points, 0 and 1. Even though we get this function, but we still have an uncompleted answer. Because when we have another function, we are going to make sure this function is unique. Okay? Now let's clean up this board and move on to the next step. We have this expression as a given information. We have f of x plus f of 1 minus 1 over x equals x. Now I'm going to prove this one is unique to make sure we don't have another solution. Satisfy this. Suppose f of 1 is satisfied this equation. So such that we have f of 1 of x plus f of 1 minus 1 over x equals x. Okay? I'm going to subtract this equation from this equation. I'll get f of minus f of 1 of x plus f minus f of 1 of 1 minus 1 over x equals 0. X minus x equals 0. Okay? I'm going to put this difference as a homogeneous solution, which is f of h. Let's call this f of h. This one is also f of h. Okay? Now I'm going to find f of h. Becomes f of h of x plus f of h of 1 minus 1 over x equals 0. Now I'm going to do the same job as I did before by replacing x with 1 over 1 minus x. Similarly as I did before, this proof is similarly to the previous one. By replacing x with 1 over 1 minus x 2 times, I have ended with this expression. Instead to have x, I have 0 because we have a difference x minus x. So because the same expression is turned into 3 expressions as I have before. So this one is telling us, no, this is equation number 1, equation number 2, equation number 3. By putting equation number 1 minus equation number 2 is giving us equation number 4 plus equation number 2. It will be ended with the expression of f of h of x equals 0. Okay? Because we have 0 here. So the same job that I did before, instead to have the bunch of terms, I have 0 because we have 0 here for all this expression. Because f of h of x is the same as f of minus. I have f of h equals f of minus f of 1, which equals 0. Okay? It's equivalent f equals f of 1. This one is telling us f of x is unique. f of x is unique, which means we don't have another function. The only function that we have this one. Okay? So I have done this problem. If you are interested in this one, don't forget to support us with your like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I will see you next video. Bye.